Sportsnet Lakers brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Allie Clifton alongside James Worthy, Mike Bresnahan, Mike Trudell handling the post-game responsibilities downtown. Great win for the Lakers as they beat the surging Knicks 110-97. All the more impressive without LeBron James, missed his second straight, dealing with the elbow and the foot arthritis. But a lot of what we talked about heading into this one, at this point of the season, knowing what the schedule looks like ahead, you wanted to see a statement win versus a great team, big game, and the Lakers did just that. A lot of good contributions, but all-encompassing. I'll start with this. Your biggest takeaway watching this one from start to finish?
Luka.
Goes back to Luka.
I mean, he led the team. So, look, 11-25, he had 5 threes, took 16, as you just mentioned. But I thought, really, collectively, they decided to defend a little bit early in the game, and that's how they got their lead. They, I thought Rui's contribution early. I thought Marcus Smart, his defense, they had about 3 or 4 charges. So I think their decision to, buck up and play some good defense, and then they shot the ball well. Rui shot well. Austin Reeves came alive. It was a good collective effort tonight. They got everybody involved. Kennard hit some nice threes, and they toughed it out defensively is what I thought the game was really, sold on tonight, Rez.
Yeah, I thought they out-physical the Knicks. Yeah. Remember we said on the pregame show a couple weeks ago, Boston, a team right next to the Knicks in the standings, from that physical Eastern Conference, came in here and beat the Lakers. The Lakers were the Celtics tonight. Yeah. They were the one that took the hurt to the Knicks, holding them to 97. Allie, this Knicks team, just a couple days ago, went into Denver and scored 142 points. Yep. Lakers said, we're going to drop you way below that today. Really impressed by a bunch of guys. Marcus Smart, 1 for 10 shooting. That's not so good. Doesn't matter. He was plus 27 tonight. Took a couple charges. Austin Reeves, good to see him get his offensive mojo back. First time in 8 games, he broke the 20-point barrier. Also good defensively. A couple steals from Brunson down the stretch in the last couple minutes. You could sense the Knicks, James, got really frustrated with the good defense the Lakers are playing. Good win against a good opponent, and in a place where the Lakers haven't been great this year. On Crypto.com, on that home court, has not been great for the Lakers. Hey, everything all came together today. One of their best wins, a very necessary win as well this season.
Another guy who had a big hand in it, as you guys both alluded to, Rui Hachimura. He is standing by with Mike Trudell.
All right, as you just heard from Jackson Hayes, Rui, really good game for the team today. You hit some shots, you were good on the glass, good defensively, but
I messed it up, yeah. I missed a lot of shots and the misses, yeah.
What got you guys over the hump today?
I think it was an early game for us. We talk about it. This is going to be a really important game for us. And especially LeBron was out, so, someone had to step up. And I think as a team, we all stepped out, so, yeah, it was good. Great game, buddy.
It's gotten to a point where, you're 5th in the NBA in three-point percentage. People shocked when you actually miss an open look, like in the second half, but you made up for it by doing other things, right?
Yeah, it was too early for me, It was an early game, I haven't done it since college, but, yeah, we got this done, so, yeah, that's all matters.
What did you think of the backcourt play with Luka and Austin, but getting you guys into good spots?
It was great, yeah. I think we had a great spacing today, and I think we did what we're supposed to do. Especially, I think our defense was really good. They're a really good offense team, and then we hold them under 100. So yeah, that's a great defense.
It seemed like some good energy early from DeAndre Ayton today.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, he brought a great energy. I think he made a couple of good big plays. I think he was big today.
All right, last one for you. You guys move forward with some additional difficult games against good teams. Is this a good blueprint for you against a good team, getting a win and playing good defense?
100%. I think especially we lost them against them last month. So yeah, I think that was a great game, but yeah, for the whole team.
Appreciate it, Rui.
Thank you.
Indeed, and let's give a little love to Rui Hachimura. He was take your shot for today, big game. He had 13, but you also pointed to the 7 boards.
Yeah, yes.
He got going early.
With his size and physicality, he always plays with, size and, with his physicality, but he brought it today with the rebounds, and that's where I think he had 7. And yeah, I was very impressed with his game. He can shoot, 5th best three-point shooter in the league. But when he rebounds and contributes in that area, that makes him a total package.
And they need that, James. I said before the game, who's going to be their 4th best player the rest of the way? No LeBron today. He's set out with that foot. He's got the elbow thing going on, as you mentioned, Allie, too. So who is going to be their 3rd best player today? And I think it was Rui. He had some really timely shots. it's hard to leave him open. Like, you almost need to start game planning against him if you're the opposing coach. It's not your first level of interest. You know, it's going to be a Luka or a LeBron. Then you got to worry about Austin Reeves. But you got to worry about Rui around that perimeter because he's going to make you pay for it. And James, Luke Kennard, we talked about him before the game. He had 12 points today. So the Laker bench, you know, much maligned most of the season, bottom 5 in the league in reserve scoring. I really like what Luke Kennard has brought to this team just in a few short weeks here. It's not all threes either. He had a nice 3 down the stretch to really put that game out of reach. When the Lakers are getting tired, both teams were seemingly tired in that fourth quarter. Also had a nice little mid-range from around the elbow in that fourth quarter. He's one of those guys that they need on this bench who's going to score, especially with Rui getting the upgrade to the spot start today, Ali.
Speaking of being tired, it was an early start. There was the time change, and then we talked in the pregame show just being able to handle the physicality of the Knicks. You're already without one of your most physical players in LeBron James, and you look to your big two then from that standpoint, right? You've got Luka Doncic, you've got Austin Reeves combining for 60 today. ESPN put up that graphic. They're 8-2 when it's just the two of them without their completion of the big three playing. You know, another 30-point game for Luka Doncic. It was his 33rd of the season, 48th as a Laker. Just setting the tone, big game. And he did it on both ends of the floor. We'll start with Luka.
Yeah, Luka was taking charges.
Yep.
And, you know, kind of directing defense. Didn't get too involved with the refs. I mean, he got some non-calls tonight. I thought Luka got fouled a couple times where they didn't call it, but he kept his head in there and, you know, led the team. Got some nice rebounds when they needed them. And then Austin's the same thing, you know, was able to hit some shots. But Luka, you know, he can pull up anytime. You just never know when he's going to shoot the three or throw the lob. So he's also got to the free throw line good tonight. So that's the kind of contribution that he continues to make. Tonight, it resulted in victory. James, or this afternoon, rather.
Yeah, you're right. James, it has been almost a month since the Lakers had a big win. They beat San Antonio before the break. And, of course, you know, it's a short month in particular, February. You had the All-Star break, so it's a little bit skewed to say that. But they beat the Spurs on February 10th. They beat a bunch of bad teams. They beat a hobbled Golden State team with no Steph, right? This is a legit win, and these two guys are exactly why. I'm really happy about Austin. I feel like he tested the paint a lot today. That's what I've seen from him only sporadically since he came back from that month-and-a-half layoff with that calf injury. I thought he was pretty fearless tonight. This to me was Austin Reeves pre-injury. And just, you know, all this is him. You know, he's off balance. He's shooting these shots like off his elbow, James. He's like triple clutching. I don't even know how he gets the ball in the hoop some of the times, but he is absolutely testing the interior again. And I like to see that a lot from him because today it definitely paid off.
I do want to go there next. He had 25. He was 54, adding to that 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Coming in, JJ had pointed out he hasn't been as aggressive as he was before the injury, right? And they want to get him back to that. You saw him take hits throughout the entire game. But this is his first 20-point game since the first game out of the All-Star break. What did you see from an aggressive standpoint with Austin?
Trusting in his body. You know, when you come back from an injury, especially something as sensitive as a calf injury, it takes some time for you to test it. And you don't want to, like, overdo it with the minutes and, you know, how you play the game. But I think he's finally got to a point, particularly when LeBron is out of the game and he's going to get more volume. I think sometimes you kind of forget the injury and you just start to play through it. And I think that's what he's starting to do. He's took some charges. He's rugged. He's physical. And tonight, you know, he just upped it a little bit. That's a good sign. Being out that long for injury, it takes a little while to come back. I think he's back to where we expect him to be. And when he gets the opportunities that he had tonight without LeBron on the floor, he's going to maximize it.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, no doubt about James. And